Some of those who've been there when an execution is carried out say Hollywood, of course, doesn't capture the horror of what really happens. Others will tell you that movies such as Dead Man Walking come so very close to allowing the every man and woman to experience the raw power of a person being executed in front of their eyes. It all depends on which side of the argument you're on, the one that finds a civilized nation such as America carrying out staged executions to be a heinous act of self-righteousness, or the one that believes there is no more perfect way to remove real vermin from our society, and that far too often the manner in which we execute criminals is much too lenient when one considers the heinous and vile nature of their crime. What you're about to see is real. No amount of makeup or special effects from Hollywood could come close to the scenes witnessed in Boston on the day of Marathon. A gathering of people from all walks of life became a bloody stain on the American consciousness. I can't force you to watch. I can only hope you will, even if you've seen it all before, especially if you've never seen it at all, because it happened. And it's vital that we understand the nature of the killers that walk among us every single day. We're a news organization. As such, it is our job to bring you the truth, no matter how hard it is to face, because therein lies the nexus of our discussion. The issue at hand is that far too often we are not forced to come face to face with real evil. Far too often, more than norm, the exception, we're coddled, kept away from the realities of life and death, as if we are nothing more than children who cannot be allowed to undergo the trauma of what life has become here in the 21st century. It desensitizes us, makes us a little weaker every day, makes us softer to what has become a very hard world that needs to be confronted.
First responders, victims, and family members were relieved.
This is nothing to celebrate. This is a matter of justice. Well, he's going to go to hell. That's where he wanted to go, but he's going to get there quicker than he thought.
As a father, I put myself in Bill Richard's shoes at that time. I think all of us feel that way. If you have children, you understand how important it is to protect children and to be there for children.
Federal prosecutors knew they had an uphill battle in Massachusetts, a state that has outlawed the death penalty in its own cases. It's likely this was the critical image for the jury. Surveillance video of Tsarnaev placing a deadly pressure cooker bomb 4 feet away from the Richard family, which witnesses said put 8-year-old Martin Richard through excruciating agony before he died.
There was something of a celebration when the verdict was announced last week, and perhaps it was proper. For when such wanton, insensitive, despicable killers walk our streets, go to our schools, live in our neighborhoods, and are so cavalier about murdering innocents, butchering kids and adults with smiling ease, and are so stunningly guilty, to feel any stitch of sympathy for them or any remorse at what they have brought onto themselves is the greatest tragedy of them all. Many would say the only greater tragedy is that someone like Dzhokhar Tsarnaev is not sentenced and then taken out in back of the courthouse for an immediate and swift execution. Is this something you would say, or something you could do? That's telling it like it is. Rock on, true believers. Thanks so much for joining us, and to all my friends in New England, once again, Boston strong. Tell us what you would do. Contact us, and we'll talk about it right here at the fastest 60 minutes in news, The Hardline.